the overall statement would be, as it relates to professional growth and opportunities in AI, you just need to be AI savvy. But AI is not going to do one-on-one interviews. The ability to win with people in interviews, the ability to connect with people outside of, your lane, in your lane, to do what has always worked. And that is, it's not what you know, it's who you know, because the what you know is becoming even less important now because AI knows it. But the who you know is going to always be the difference maker. It's the ability to connect with people, the ability to win with people. That's going to be a premium. And yes, AI is going to be a massive disruptor. I don't think it's going to be the sky is falling predictions that we're seeing some people who are predictively in AI say all this stuff. But yeah, I think it's going to change the way we work, but it will not change the way we connect.
Yeah. I even feel at times that it may actually do the opposite, makes the human connection even more special.
I agree. Yeah, it will be a premium. I think there'll be mass adoption, right? And just like we're starting to read reports now of, college kids starting to get, putting their phone away and, what I mean? There's only so much of that you can take. And so I think there'll be swings back and forth, but the human touch, the emotional connection, the ability to look someone in the eyes, to read their body language, to be empathetic, to be discerning, what we call soft skills. And soft skills are going to be at an absolute premium when so many other skills are essentially farmed out. But focus on becoming the most healthy, likable version of yourself. And you will absolutely rise like a helium balloon.
This next generation, what aspects do they struggle with the most?
Asking good questions, being quick on their feet. You got to be careful when I answer something like this because that's a big question and my answer could come across very generalist. So I think no matter what generation we're talking about, let's take our just current span of life, the greatest generation all the way down to Gen Z and whatever generation is behind that. Okay, that's our span right now. And as history moves, it doesn't make any difference. This answer will be true. There will always be people, no matter what generation or age group they're in, that are just quick on their feet and are naturally curious. But by and large, what social media and phones have done to this younger generation is remove their curiosity because everything is just kind of at their fingertips. So they've got a ton of what I would call just general information, and information is at their fingertips. But to learn how to dive deep and go deeper, they just don't know how to do that because they're not being taught critical thinking. They're not being taught how to use a question, how to wield it like a sword. So less and less are they what I would call really curious and know how to ask questions, ask good questions. That's a big part of communication because when one asks, one also must listen because the asking without the listening is a waste of time. So the better question askers we become, the better listeners we become. That's the beauty of that. It's being lost. And so then I think that they struggle with the ability to make a good connection with adults. I think birds of a feather flock together is true. I think if you throw a bunch of 18-year-olds in a room right now, I'd say, yeah, they probably connect pretty well in their way. But when you take them out of that and they now have to start looking for their first job and they start having job interviews, this is where I think we see some deficiencies.